Hi everyone, I'm Becky from Horses to Hounds Physio, and today we're going to be looking at carrot stretches. So most people get given carrot stretches as an exercise by their own physios. Not many people know why they're doing them or if they're doing them correctly, and actually that we can use them as part of an assessment tool as well as a treatment as well. So if you haven't done them before, hopefully you'll find this useful and be able to practice and assess your own horse at home. So one of the things we do look for when we're doing carrot stretches is how much the horse can use their neck and how much they can lift their back as well. So if I test that just by doing some reflexes underneath, so I'm just putting my hand in between his pec and slowly just drawing a line. We should see some lift over his wither. And then if I draw my fingers back, we should get a raise through the rest of the back. Okay. You'll often see your physios do this when they're assessing a horse's back, and carrot stretches help the horse do this in an active way. So rather than us making the reflex happen and making the horse lift the back up, by doing the carrot stretches, we're asking the horse to do that themselves so they can take it to where they feel comfortable and also they feel a little bit more in control of that brave approach. So the way we do this is we have some biscuits here. I'm just going to guide his head down. So the first one we'll do is nose to chest. So if I get him to touch the treat and bring him down to his chest, trying to keep his head nice and straight. Just give him a little bit more rope on there. So you've got to make sure that the horse is able to move the head and neck enough. Try and get them to stand square, so all 4 feet nice and evenly opposed. And then keep the head nice and straight. I'm going to bring that nose in between pecs there. Okay. So we should get a nice lift through the wither region, so here. So as he's doing this stretch, just look just behind the wither. It's not a big amount of movement that we get, but it's just enough to get a little bit of a raise and a little bit of bounce. So similarly, like when I put my fingers under, we get a little bit of lift there. It's the same amount, but he's doing that himself. Quite often horses will cheat when they're doing carrot stretches if they find this hard. So if you do them too quickly, we don't get a really nice lift and the horse snatches out of the stretch. Go and down, and then you can ask a little bit further each time and just see how far they can go comfortably. So there we got a step back, which is a cheating issue. So like I said, often horses will step back out of the way, or sometimes they'll twist the head and neck. They won't stand square. We're getting bend in this front leg as well. Okay, so that's a little bit too far for him. So we're going to take it back where he feels comfortable. Good. The next one we do targets a little bit further back. So if the first one targets the withers, the second one a little further back targets right where the rider will sit, to the thoracic region. So if I take this again, come under and go a little bit further, we're going to go down to his carpal joints here to get that stretch in that lower back. So like I said, this is where the riders will sit and where we see the majority of restrictions in horses. Again, trying to keep that head and neck nice and straight. Pull down in between those legs and just see how far we can get. And then we get a little bit of a twist in the leg there. So that's just about far enough that he can deal with there. Good, try and hold, and then come out nicely. Good boy. The last one we're going to do is going to target even further back. So if the horse can do nose to chest, nose to carpus, okay, and we get the lift from the withers and the midsection of the back here. The one right down to the bottom is going to target this lower area of the back. And this can be quite tricky if the horse has restriction at any point to this point already. Okay, let's try it again. So again, we're going to go through these in order. So nose, chest, nose to carpus, and then try and get nose to fetlock, and then we get a little bit of a step back and we've got a kink leg there. So try and get one a little bit straighter. Get a little bit square. There we go. And we'll try again. So nice and gently down, and we should again see that lift through that back as I come down. He finds this one really tricky. Good boy. Good. So he tends to rock back rather than lift his back, which you can probably see a little bit better on that camera than what I can see from my point of view at the front. I'll try one more. Try and get a little square. Come on, buddy. And down. There, we get this leg kink. What you can do if they do that all the time is actually take the nose to the side of the leg. So by taking them to the side of each leg, he's putting weight through this leg here, and he's not able to kink the leg one.